That BMW over there, the owner is probably living paycheck to paycheck. That shiny Tesla, there's a 99% chance they rolled $8,000 of negative equity from their last car into the loan. And that lifted truck, they're paying $1,200 a month for 7 years. Here's a stat that will make you sick. The average car payment in the US just hit $750 a month for a used car. But here's the part they don't tell you. If you invest that $750 a month from age 25 to 65, instead of buying a new car every 3 years, you retire with $3.4 million. Today, I'm going to show you the exact math of why your car is the single biggest threat to your wealth. And by the end of this video, you will never look at a lease the same way again. Most people think a car costs sticker price plus gas. Wrong. That's like thinking a wedding only costs the dress. Let's break down the silent killers. Number 1, depreciation. That $50,000 car you just drove off the lot, it lost $5,000 the second you turned the key. That's $5,000 evaporated, gone. Number 2, interest. The average auto loan rate right now is 8.5%. On a 72-month loan, you are paying thousands just for the privilege of borrowing money for a thing that is going down in value. It's financial suicide. Let me prove it. A $45,000 car, 8.5% for 7 years is an additional $11,000. So you're paying $56,000 for a car that will be worth $15,000 in 4 years. You just lit $41,000 on fire for heated seats. Now let's talk about the lease. Ugh, this makes me angry. The salesman says, lower monthly payment. You can get a new car every 3 years. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Leasing is the most expensive way to operate a vehicle per mile, period. Here's the hidden math they hide in the fine print. It's called the money factor. That's interest on a lease. Right now, that's usually 6% to 12%. Plus, you have acquisition fees around $1,000, disposition fees around $500, and mileage penalties, usually 25 cents a mile. Let's say you lease a $50,000 car for 3 years. You pay $450 a month. That's $16,200. At the end, you have nothing. Zero equity, no car. You just rented a car for the cost of a used Honda Civic. And because you have no trade-in, you have to start the debt cycle all over again. The bank loves you. Your future self hates you. So why do we do this? It's not math, it's psychology. 2 things. 1, monthly payment blindness. The dealer asks, what monthly payment can you afford? Not, what's the out-the-door price? If you say $500 a month, they will stretch your loan to 84 months, that's 7 years, just to make the math work. You pay $500 for 7 years on a car that breaks in year 5. 2, status signaling. We buy expensive cars to impress people who literally do not care. Your neighbor? He's not impressed. He's worried about his own $1,000 truck payment. The barista at Starbucks? She thinks you're compensating for something. Here's the brutal truth. Wealthy people don't drive new luxury cars. According to the book The Millionaire Next Door, 80% of millionaires drive used, pre-owned cars. The guy in the 10-year-old Toyota Corolla? He owns his time. The guy in the leased Mercedes? He owns a uniform he pays to wear.
Okay, let's stop yelling. Let's do the actual math that will change your life. Scenario A, you're 25. You buy a $40,000 car. You pay $600 a month for 6 years, plus insurance, plus maintenance. Over those 6 years, you spend roughly $60,000. At age 31, the car is worth $12,000. Scenario B, you buy a reliable $10,000 used car, a Honda or Toyota. You invest that $500 a month difference into an index fund earning 9% average return. At age 65, that $500 a month, it's worth $1.6 million. $1.6 million, all because you drove a boring car for 5 extra years. So the question isn't, can I afford the payment? The question is a leather dashboard worth $1 million to your retirement? I'm not saying become a monk and ride a bicycle in the snow. Here's the actual playbook for a Western audience. Rule number 1, the 23-8 rule, modified for 2026. Put 20% down, finance for no more than 3 years, and the monthly payment, including insurance, must be less than 8% of your gross monthly income. If you make $60,000 a year, that's $5,000 a month. Your max payment is $400. If the car costs more than that, you can't afford it. Rule number 2, buy 3 years used. Let someone else take the 40% depreciation hit. A 3-year-old car has modern safety features, CarPlay, and 70% of its life left, but it costs half the price. Rule number 3, pay cash or pay it off in 12 months. If you can't pay cash for the difference between the cheap car and the expensive car, you can't afford the expensive car. If you want a $30,000 car but only have $10,000 cash, you can afford a $10,000 car. Look, I get it. I like cool cars too, but here's what nobody tells you. Financial freedom is quieter than an engine. It doesn't have a badge on the front. The guy who drives the beat-up Subaru to his construction site, he just bought his second rental property. The woman who drives the 2012 Honda Civic to her corporate job, she's quitting next year to start her own business. Their car says broke, their bank account says rich. You have a choice. You can impress a stranger at a red light for 7 seconds, or you can retire at 55, but you cannot do both. I want you to do something right now. Go look at your driveway. If your car payment is more than $400 a month, comment below, "My car is keeping me poor."